Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine and normal, and this is normal for me because I make videos all the time. This is what I do, right? Okay, it's fine. It's just not that big of a deal. Just do it, and it's fine. Okay, fuck it, whatever. Let's just start the thing. I'm such a mess. I am struggling to function, strug to funk. I've been off the internet for quite some time now, and I've just sort of been creeping my way back in little by little, and I'll tell you why. I have like very severe anxiety. And I feel like I have all of these secrets that I didn't know I was keeping. I just feel like I haven't been being honest. I don't know. And not that I haven't not been. I feel like the only way to explain it is to start from the beginning. Problem with that being, I don't know exactly where that is. The first thing being, oh my god, I just like don't even know. It's getting, oh my god. This is why. This is it. It's because I feel like I'm giving you this rehearsed version of myself that I just am not that. And it's just become more apparent to me recently. As much as I'm being myself and acting genuinely, there's a version of myself that's really the truth that doesn't get seen. Christ. Oh my god. What am I saying? I'm already just so caught up in the edit inside my head that I can't even just say what I'm trying to say, and I've thought about what I was gonna say in this video so much. Oh my god, I just don't know. There's just so much I want to say, and I don't know how to say it, and I feel like this is going to become the weirdest therapy session of all time. Because that's what I always say when I go into therapy, too, is, well, what am I going to talk about, you know? But I always manage to vomit something out. Oh, fuck. There's already just something inherently weird about this situation because I have lights in front of me and a camera, and I can see myself in the viewfinder and in my phone here, and I've set up this background, and that's all part of it. How much I've started to hyper focus on things like the background of the videos, or how my hair looks in the videos, or how my face looks in the videos, how my body looks in the videos, how everything is in the videos. And I think I created a character of myself that I didn't realize I was playing. A lot of people always used to comment about how I yell all the time in my videos, and why are you yelling? And the real answer to that is because, one, I'm performing, and that's what I was taught to do in school, is that when you're acting, you have to project. At least that's what I got yelled at a lot in musical theater class for. And then secondly, it's because I'm so fucking nervous all the time. And it's a defense mechanism. And I've talked about this before, but I try to turn it into comedy. I'm trying to address it now because honestly, like, one of my favorite things about having a YouTube channel is that I think it gives people sort of a forewarning. God, how do I explain this? Basically, anything I talk about here, someone can anonymously go find on the internet, and then they go, oh, okay, I understand why that social interaction was strange. She's hyper anxious, has ADHD, and extreme social anxiety. I guess that ties into the first one, but it's mostly that I think I would need people to like know ahead of time about me. And I'm already on a tangent, but just roll with me here. Every time I interact with a human being, I am so nervous. I'm getting nervous just talking about it right now. You can tell because I started doing this voice. But clearly it's a defense mechanism, let's be real. Fuck. Every time I talk to someone, I'm nervous. Anytime I'm out in public, I'm nervous. Anytime I'm in front of a camera, anytime I'm basically doing anything, there's a level of nervousness and worry attached to it. And that's not healthy, is what I've learned. I think what I'm trying to say is that it's really not a joke. Like, when I describe these thinking patterns that I have, it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but I am not at all. And it happens throughout the day in every single thing I do. So, for example, LA life, one of the new things that I've been experiencing a lot is panic attacks in the grocery store and Target. Hi, I'm Caylle Malloy. I get so stressed out about what I feel like I'm allowed to buy according to... I would love to be able to go into a store and just think this is what I need and feel like I was able to have it, but that's just not the position I'm in now. And oh God, I don't know. This is very hard. This is even harder than I thought it would be, to try to explain every single one of my feelings that I've been having for the past 6 months in the span of a relatively short YouTube video. I hope. I'm just struggling, basically. And the panic attacks stem from a combination of this fear and worry about what I can and can't spend or have, and are just heightened by this sense of I'm out in public and everyone's looking at me. And that's the more important part. Maybe I should just be talking about that. You know, part of it is this financial worry because I don't have a lot of money. Let's just be real. I skipped over the part at the beginning where I was going to tell you about moving. And on top of moving being just, you know, one of the most stressful things that you can do, this is one of the secrets. I have been living at my mom's house for the past 2 or 3 years. It's probably more on the 3 side. And for the entirety of that time, I did not want people to know that because I was embarrassed. And that's one of the themes of this video, is that, hello, my name is Caylle Malloy. I'm very anxious. Also, I am embarrassed to be alive most of the time. And maybe that sounds dumb. Maybe that sounds silly. And maybe it sounds like an exaggeration, but I'll tell you why it's not. It's so many things that I constantly feel overwhelmed by. So much so that I don't want to leave my house. Hi, my name is Caylle Malloy and I'm becoming agoraphobic now. Yeah, that's another thing. Let's just take it on another tangent. So I am scared to leave my house now that I've moved. And it's not a conscious thing. And none of what I'm about to and have been telling you is. Logically, I know that I'm fine, I'm safe, you know, as safe as America can be. It's this fear of people judging me. And let's bring it right back to the start of the video. That's why I haven't been on the internet for so long. Because it's full of people doing just that. And it's scary. I stopped uploading videos and using Instagram and Twitter. That was the one I probably have used most. And I'll tell you why. It's because it's the one where you can't be seen. Nobody can see you on Twitter unless you show them a picture. But it's, you know, majority of the time it's Twitter. It's still a judgmental place, but some of you may know I have some makeup and appearance anxiety. I talked about it, and since then, it got a lot better, honestly. Did it, but I thought it had, and I just didn't think it was affecting me nearly as much as it like very clearly still was and is. I tried to film this video yesterday, and I spent probably an hour doing my makeup alone. That's not counting the time it took me to, do the rest, shower, take care of my hair and all that. That's a whole separate issue. The process generally takes about 2 hours. There's one secret ripped off the Band-Aid. It used to, and at times still does, take me 2 hours plus to get ready to go outside. And I hate that about myself. And I know some people kind of like take pride in it. Like Katy Perry, I remember, did an interview being like, yeah, it takes me like 2 to 3 hours to do a hair and makeup glam. Like, it's cool. And I was like, oh my God, you're like telling people that? Like, I just couldn't believe it, because this has been an issue for so long. Growing up, I was told, oh God, some really dark shit, honestly. Things like, oh, I don't envy the man that falls in love with you, because they're gonna be waiting around a whole bunch. I don't know. Or, no boy's gonna like you if you take that long to get ready. You're so high maintenance and all this stuff. Just a lot of things that would make someone who's already clearly very insecure, because they're spending upwards of 2 hours putting shit on their face to cover it up. Yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't help anything when you just sort of live in fear of what and who you actually are, and that someone might see it. Because that's another thing that I think maybe some people, just might not understand, is like, okay, why did you do that? Why spend like a third of your life getting ready? And I'll tell you why. It's insecurity, and low self-esteem, and being scared, and feeling different. I think that's a lot of it too. I thought I was a freak. Like, I thought I was like, no one can see this because it's so horrifying that why would they ever speak to me? Like, why would I ever have any friends? And why would anyone like fall in love with me? Because I'm this like monster underneath this shit that I could control. I can put pretty art on my face, and people would see that, and they wouldn't have to see me, really, at all. Jeez. I was just striving to be perfect, as like perfect as I could be, because why wouldn't you do that? Like, if you could change all the things that you felt bad about, why wouldn't you? So, like, draw on those eyelashes, draw on those eyebrows, suck in your tummy. And that's why I also haven't breathed properly in 20 years. Whew! It's too many things to fit into a YouTube video. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this. I don't know. And that's part of the fear, is just no one's gonna care. I'm gonna keep on living and no one's gonna care. And I've been afraid of that since I was 15, because it was then that I quit school too. Not entirely. I left public school and did homeschooling, or independent study is actually what it's called. What the fuck am I talking about? School was just too much for me. I had to be in class at 7 a.m. and that meant that I had to start getting ready at 5 at the latest. And the entire 2 hours leading up to 7 o'clock was an anxiety dream-filled nightmare. And I did it for probably 300 days out the year. Is that right? I don't know. Math. I quit school. But I did that every day for an entire school year because every day I was going to school and seeing everyone I knew in one place. Like, teenagers are, of course they're insecure. They're seeing all of their peers that are, at least we're assuming they're judging us. Oh God, I don't even know. High school is so hard. And look at all these fucking issues that stem from it. I stress myself out to the point of no return. And I've continued to do it at some point in some way for the rest of my life up to now. So the last thing it happened with was this. And that's why I stopped. Because my coping mechanism for things that overwhelm me is to run away. So that's what I did. I didn't want people to see me because on top of the last 3 years being just hard, I have never been so depressed. Honestly, off and on. I think the last time up until recently was when I moved back home to my mom's house. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I know I'm not the only person doing it because I read articles all the time that are like, oh, 2018, what is the most common thing that's happening these days with everyone under the age of 25 moving in with their parents because they don't have enough money to live on their own. Me. God, I just feel like I've already been talking for so long, but I still feel like there's eons more to say, and I don't even know how to get all of it out, but when I moved back to my mom's house, I felt, and I don't think she'll be happy that I've said this, but I felt a lot like I was living in a black hole of my choosing. I don't even know. I have this feeling a lot because of my extreme social anxiety that everyone I know and love hates me. Hi, I'm Kaylee Malloy. Where was I going with that? Oh God. And sometimes I feel like when I get too close to people, I ruin them. Or I ruin relationships because I've said something stupid or I've done something stupid. You know, your everyday cringe fest of your entire life playing throughout your head. Like, we all have those. I know that. And I'm sure other people do this too. I know my situation is not unique as much as I think that it is on a daily basis. It's not. I know that everyone that's watching this is going to relate to something that I'm experiencing in some way. But, you know, there's a difference between like, oh, I didn't get a text and now I'm bummed out, and like having full panic attacks, crying, thinking about how all of your friendships are dead because you ruined them and you're the sole reason that no one likes you. You know, like I said, I know other people are feeling this way, and I also know that these are dumb problems. Is that bad that I think that about my own problems? I don't know. I think it's good to have perspective. People are dying. But it doesn't do wonders for your confidence or self-esteem. And those are two things that you really should have before putting yourself out on the internet. And I don't know if I ever have. And I'm not saying that to be dramatic. I just genuinely remember in 2014 being asked, like, you know, what do you like about yourself? And I was like, genuinely don't have an answer. Like, I don't know. And I could go down a list of all of the things. I could a lot faster tell you everything wrong with myself before I could tell you 5 things that I like about myself. And that's not good. That's just not good or healthy. Will we leave that in? I don't know. Also, a thing that doesn't help with your confidence and self-esteem is comparing yourself to other people. and especially your friends. And to no fault of their own, I did this so much, and it's cringy, but let's be real. Like, when half of your friends have 1 million subscribers or whatever, and you're just kind of here, why? Like, why? You know, or at least that's what that can be what it feels like. I don't know. It's so stupid, and it's so, like, frivolous and dumb, and I hate the idea even of, like, caring about numbers. And I don't think at my core I do. I don't think I do. But I think it's hard not to when you start doing this. I don't know. Is that bad? I don't know. Oh God, I don't know what I'm saying. I think it really gets in your head. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's so cringe, and this is like why. This is why. I think for so long I've just been trying to catch up with my friends as a defense mechanism to things like VidCon and playlists, because that's where we got to hang out. And I think I've just felt like a work in progress for like 4 years that never caught up to where it needed to be. Because in the real world, shit like this doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, how many numbers show up on a screen is not going to affect your happiness, like, truly. But I don't know. It affects how you're treated. And it does and it doesn't. I don't know. But I think I always just felt like not important enough to be around. And it was always my, like, deepest fear that, you know, one day they would just realize, like, why is she here? I don't know. And I'm just worried ever since then that people will just see that, like, I'm a fraud somehow. Like, what do they call that? Imposter syndrome? That's the thing, right? And I think I sort of, like, inadvertently made myself one in a different way by trying to catch up and be popular and do what's popular. Because in my head, it's like, okay, well, in order to be like everyone else, in order to be normal, you have to get to this many. And so in order to get to that many, how do you get there? Be popular. Okay, well, what do you do that's popular? Fucking eat shit on camera? I don't know. And it stopped being a place where I shared art and just sort of became me trying to be like other YouTubers on the platform. I don't know. And it's just not me, I don't think. And I think I'm realizing that now. And that's why I've been having an identity crisis. Hi, I'm Killing. I just feel like I want to make things that matter, and I know that's such a cliche because I'm a millennial, but I don't want to make stupid YouTube videos. I just don't. Like, I do. I want to, like, for fun, but I don't want to have, I don't know. I don't want to have to, like, force some brand thing into it, and, like, I don't know. I don't want to feel like a sellout, and no matter what I do, even though I haven't even sold out, I wish I'd sold out, but I really make very little money, if at all. I would like to, and that's why I've overwhelmed myself, because whenever brands, like, do approach me, I'm always like, yeah, let's do it, because that's what you have to do, right? To be a real YouTuber, you have to get brand deals and, you know, spawns and shit. And it's like, part of me wants it because of that, but then I also just, like, don't want to be that bitch, you know? Like, I've just been trying to be perfect on YouTube for so long, and, like, not be this and not be that, and have my makeup done perfect all the time, and always be, hey, it's at cayllles, I'm here, and I'm shouting because that's what I do. I'm so funny. I'm so fucking nervous. And I just like I don't wanna be it anymore. I wanna make a show. I really want to make a show, and not just arbitrary thing. Like I'm writing a show. I have concept art and a premise and all that shit, and that's what I feel like I want to really do. I don't know how. And I feel like, these days your follower count helps you with that shit. And it's another reason why I was just like, well, if I could just be that, then everything will be fine. And in reality, I do think that most of my problems in life, granted, like I have depression and anxiety and ADHD. Let's just like get that out of the way. Hi, my name's Kaylee. Just kidding. But I can deal with those things, and I've been dealing with those things. I'll tell you what triggers those things: money, and not ever having enough of it. And now I live in my own house now that I have to pay for, and that sucks because shit's just hard, man. Life is hard, and being an adult is hard and costs so much money. Like, I honestly feel like an adult dollar is like $100. Why? Like, why is that a thing? And life is just different than it's ever been before. We're so advanced, but we're also so set back because of the expectations that we put upon ourselves to be working and successful by the time you're 25. It's too much. It's like the expectation of what you're supposed to be that where did it come from, and why do we all feel it? Because that one, like, I know is we feel that, right? And it's just not why, I don't know. I'm talking so much. This video is going to be so long, and I'm so sorry. But it doesn't matter. And I think that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. We're all going to die. So don't you want to have as much fun as you can before that happens, right? Just do what makes you happy. Like, that's the answer. The answers to life are: do what makes you happy, don't care what people think, therefore don't give a fuck. I think a lot of life is just not caring and doing whatever you want so long as it's not hurting anyone else. But living this life of constant fear, of anxiety, of like, what are people going to think about me? What are people going to think about how I look, about what I made, what I did, about, this video didn't get this many views, and this, I'm losing followers, and all this whatever. Like, we're all going to be fucking dirt one day. So who cares? I don't know. I think I care a lot about what other people think, and I think I need to stop doing that. And I think I need to consider more what I think is good and less about a vague idea of what I've been told I'm supposed to be. It's just like getting way too deep, and I don't know where or how to end this. It's been nearly an hour and a half. There's an hour and a half of footage. We'll see how long this video gets. I'm gonna edit the shit out of it, even though I shouldn't, because that's also a massive part of my anxiety around YouTube and making YouTube videos. Hi. But it's only because I don't feel good enough on my own. That's all it is. At the end of the day, I don't feel good enough. I don't feel like if I don't edit a video, edit the shit out of it, I don't feel like it's good enough. I don't feel like I'm good enough. There's just no way to say it all. Besides, keep making videos. And I think that's what I want to do. I think. I'm trying. I promise I'm trying. And I still have I have just what feels like never-ending backlog of videos that I've filmed and videos that I intend on still finishing. And I feel so guilty because I haven't finished videos. But I just want people to know that I'm trying. And maybe that's not good enough. Maybe I'm not good enough. I don't know. But I'm going to try my best because that's all you can do. That's all I can do. I honestly can't remember what I've said, how I've said it, anything. But I've talked for an hour and a half now, and I'm going to try to condense it into something reasonable. So if you've made it to the end, thank you. Thank you for listening and hearing all of the babbly shit that is being vomited out of my brain hole. I definitely have not said everything that I've thought about saying for the past 3 months. But I hope and think I might have gotten close. So, all that does is, leave room for more. And hopefully anyone cares enough to see it. And if they don't, does that matter? I don't know. Hi, I'm Kaylee Malloy. I'm still figuring this shit out.